That's better from the Goddess Complex LLC. So we're gonna. I do not like this angle. We're gonna. I don't like this angle. I'm gonna go ahead and do a brief lecture about the different variations of bases of magic with my screen share. Hi, you guys. So we're gonna do a brief lecture. I'm just doing some testing, background testing, and everything while I'm grabbing coffee. So look forward to this also being on Monday. This actual lecture is on Monday. We're going to do a brief introduction. So, foundation of magic things to know to master the art of magic. One thing you need to know that magic is the spiritual, energetic, and intentional art of directing will, energy, and also divine forces to cause change in the material or spiritual world. Magic is not an illusion; it is an element with the universal law of nature, spirit, and personal power, and everything pretty much God has created. How you guys? How you doing? If you missed today's live stream earlier, I went live around 4 a.m. to almost 7 a.m. So we may do that again for tomorrow morning on Sunday, but we'll see. Let's see here. Section one, the 7 pillars of magic mastery. So I'm over here on YouTube as well. I guess I'm out grabbing coffee. This particular lecture is for Monday. Is for Monday. So the different 7 pillars of magic mastery that you have to master is the belief that magic begins in the mind. Belief is the fuel. If one believes in magic, then magic comes to life in one's life and around one's life in the environment. This is one reason why children, hey, how you doing? Children that believe in magic, a lot of them were haunted by the quote unquote forces, dark forces there be, both being creature and also human or hybrid human, whatever you want to call it. Um, if you believe in magic, a lot of adults stop believing in magic at a certain age through heartbreak, hardship, and other different things that happen to them within their lifetime. The belief. So the more you believe in magic, the more fused, more just the crown chakra infused the brain, the chromosomes, and several other different aspects of the actual brain. Hint, X-Men, Magneto, and also Professor Xavier, Storm, and several other beings that are mind. Jean Grey in her Phoenix form. The magic of activation and elevation. That's why prayer meditation, like I said, came up in the reading earlier this morning. You have to fuel the mind. I know everything around me is magical. I know everything is magic that we do, that we eat, that we drink. It's made with a form of magic. Earth is the most magical one of many magical beings and planets. Because all of them are magical. All the planets, everything God created is full of magic and heaven magic at that from the creator God Himself. He is the Alpha Omega God. Gods, and we know that the gods and goddesses have natural magical powers, and also can also obtain customized, which normally this lifetime you have to learn everything, which is why I'm going to go ahead and teach it now, just for a few of my customers and clients and viewers of my live streams, just for them to get the basis of what I'm talking about, because they're getting ready to activate. Some of them are advanced with me in my soul group and the one before me, because they're a little older. But the other ones are just now. Hey, how you guys doing? The other ones are just now kind of catching up. Everybody's catching up now to the other soul group, and some of their divine purpose is going to take the belief in the mind. So if you can manifest with your mind the way you think, you change the way you think. The magic is in the mind. That's one reason why they want to use mind control, and it doesn't work on people who are high vibing and very magical. But normally, once you get to a certain point, and you become quote unquote woke, this is where normally the dark forces there be on earth that used to exist and now doesn't. Normally, they go after you. The minute that your crown chakra activates past a certain point, your brain expands a certain point, your energy and your chakras go past a certain point. They can sniff it, they can smell it, they can smell it. They can just engulf it from miles away. Do you sense that power? Do you sense that power? That's you activating more than just your body, but the mind, the spirit, the heart space, everything during your spiritual awakening counts towards this belief. Also, the biggest thing is intent. The clearer your intention, the more effective the spell. You have to clear your mind before a tarot reading, per whether personal or for a client or customer, or just even for a general reading online for viewers. You have to also clear the intention. Also, the more effective you are with balancing out everything while expanding, the more your magic is going to work. The more effective. You have a win-win spell that's going to work. That's why a lot of witches, warlocks, magician, high priests, and high priestesses, and several others who practice forms of metaphysics and magic and other different things, they put in the work and the practice almost every day, and they work and record and they remorse and things of that nature. What did or what didn't. The other thing is focus. Tools help, but your mind must be focused. Tools help, but your mind must be focused. Most people start off with just prayer and meditation and customized prayer or affirmation, things of that nature, things that take less tools before they really invest in their spiritual awakening, especially when it comes to magic, candles, incense, sage, palo santos, herbs, oils, and other different things, sound bowls, and just other different forms of it. They normally start off simple and then work their way up, or even when they start their altar work, they start simple and then the more they know and expands, excuse me, then it's going to expand. Some of you guys are getting abilities. I'm also going to cover that as well. So this is just one of the foundations of magic. Also, the other thing is the more precise you focus. So if you do something daily, guess what? You're going to see the benefits a little bit more versus a person that's only doing something maybe once or twice a week, which includes prayer, altar work, magic workings, connecting to nature and things of that nature. Also, energy awareness. Excuse me. Learn to feel and direct energy. No one has ever used us. Just know that. Also, energy awareness, learn to feel direct energy. This is the one where the empaths and several other people with several other different skill sets, levels, and types be aware of your surroundings, just like you have to be aware of people in the room with you or spirits in the room with you, and also identifying what type of spirit and things as well. You have several other different things here. Timing, use awareness, learn to feel and direct energy. You have to know your surroundings. You have to know yourself. You have to know your energy level. You have to know oneself around you, depending on where you are, whether at home, and how to really direct the flow of energy. This is where Reiki and meditation, a lot of body work, energy work, or energy workers with this particular skill level, and also this particular type of abilities and agilities as well. Everybody has this one because once you become aware and awoken, and you're very intentional and you're very direct, you start to notice things and how to direct your energy, like ignoring people, ignoring sounds, ignoring harsh environments. Like I said, growing up, I grew up in South Memphis, so ignoring the bad and accepting the good, but being aware of what the bad actually is, in order for um, in order for you to understand. So to learn to feel and direct energy and how to actually feel things and direct it with positive reinforcements without ignoring the captain obvious in the room, if it's bad or good. Hey, you guys over here on TikTok. Also, timing using the moon phases, planetary hours. So magic by lunar phase, solar phases, solstice or equinoxes. Solstice is connected to, of course, the sun and several other different things in the season. And the equinox is the phase and transit of Earth. So you have other different stuff. And like I said I want to go back. Anything I need to correct and update, I'm going to go back and correct and update. They, um, so using the moon phase is key to unlocking more so your feminine energy and also revealing a certain specialty and certain veil and also sign of magic that is normally it's not kept a secret. It's kept within a reasonable tribe of the universe, especially if you're getting light codes from the sun and then you work with the moon, or you work with the moon first, and then it just depends on what your it just depends on what your key focus and interest is, as far as your practice and study. Also, correspondence. Know your herb colors, your herbs, colors, and elements, and know how they orchestrate within each other. Um, excuse me. Use the moon phase of planetary hours. The planetary hours. If you know 3 a.m. is the spiritual peaking hour, you have to know 1 a.m. means this, 2 a.m. means this. There is a magic by the time experience that I found from YouTube, and if you know, you know there was a cult that did magic by the hours. And even though I know sun up, sundown, sun up, midday, and sundown, they literally did it by the hour, like a clock, all day. They sat there all day doing magic against people. So you have to learn and study through spiritual and magical war strategy. The planetary hour. 1 o'clock means this. 1 a.m. means this, because 1 a.m. and 1 p.m. could mean something different, depending on what spell, what time of year, and so on and so forth. Also, you have the correspondence. Know your herbs, colors, and also elements. You have to know the herb and its placement and where is derived from, and also what is it used for or substituted for. The colors. Know the colors of everything. Normally, you learn this during candle work or synchronicities and other different things working with the angels, and also several other different tiers, and also color coding and color blocking, magic, and things of that nature. Also, elements: air, earth, water, fire are just the basis. And then, of course, you have your alchemies, your wood, your steel, your metal, and other different things. But also, you have air, earth, water, fire, spirit, ether, and love. And then you have the Holy Spirit and God. Those are the other different elements that come from heaven. That's if you're practicing heaven magic, the more divine heaven magic, working with angels and certain beings. Even though I don't like calling them celestials, they're going to be called celestials in the older books and are currently being updated. Also, you have ethics. Consider consequence. Consider consequences in alignment with divine truth. So, ethics. There are rules to spirituality, metaphysics, enlightenment, and also religion and also magic in each community. You have to know, if I do this type of bang work on an innocent person, it's coming back to you. So the law of karma comes in here. Let's see here, section 2, the types of magic to explore. We're just going to roll right through this particular section. Counter magic using fire, colors, and flames. So the element is fire. We know a candle is close to fire. The ignition of fire, or the inflaming or ignition of the wick, is based with the fire element, and that's also represented on the altar as the fire element. Hi, Kit Kat. How are you? So I'm on live. I'm live streaming over here on TikTok and also YouTube. So we're doing our lecture. Carson Coffee is tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So I'm going to make sure I record on YouTube and TikTok tomorrow. Also, you have candle magic using fire, colors, and flame. You have to know this representation on your altar, which is going to be the fire element. Each element should be represented on your altar. If not, you have a customized or a different belief system, which is okay. But normally, everyone puts a candle to represent the fire element. And also, as it is burning, it also represents fire and air as well. And if you place certain herbs and crystals and things in it, then it represents earth. And certain type of essential oils and things of the nature can represent water. It just depends, even though it's an oil. Um, let's see here, color and flame. The colors are going to be identifications of intention. If you know yellow means this, red means this, orange means this, what is their intention of each color? It means this, and I'm going to use it for this type of spell, affirmation, prayer, so on and so forth. And also flame. The flame is the element of fire, one of the most sacred things that God and also mankind and being kind has always created. And when it comes to the flame, I just know it's kind of there we go. Let's see here. Also, flame. The flame itself represents a sacred fire on your altar space or just in your candle working. Always bless the flame and the fire element before ever igniting a candle. Either bless it before or while lighting or after it is lit. As long as you're blessing the wick in the candle flame. The flame is going to represent sacred fire on your altar, no matter what working you do, unless you're doing sorcery, which God normally takes away that permission, and several other intentions. Herbal magic using plants and oil. So, herbal magic. Let's say I want to make a tincture. I want to make a tonic. I want to make some a salve. I want to make certain things. Herbal magic uses things from the earth, like plants, flowers, and other different essences of the earth with oil. One of the biggest ones making your own oil tinctures. Oh, that's why. Hmm. Let's see here. Also, and crystal magic using crystal to hold energy. Also, crystals, of course, are formed from the earth, perfect forms of earth elements. Also, it has planetary and also lunar or solar associations with them as well. So they kind of double over, even though they're from the earth or were dropped to the earth many phases and lifetimes of the earth before and have evolved. These particular things called crystals actually hold a certain particular energy depending on the type and structure and species of them and also your intention. Crystals are very big on this particular journey. It is one of the biggest, and I do mean biggest. Hey guys over here on TikTok. It is one of the biggest tools to use because you don't have the lighter, you don't have to do anything but cleanse it and charge it to activate it. Also, ancestral magic, working with your bloodline and spiritual allies. Ancestral magic, normally, of course, in indigenous culture, whether African, Caribbean, African American, whether you practice hoodoo, or prayer work, ancestral workings, or tribal magic, and other different things. Work it works to unlock a certain tier of your bloodline to help heal and also clear away different things as well. Also, the spirits work with the ancestors, and the ancestors are very huge key for anyone, whether you're from the witch community or the high priestess community. You need to work with your ancestors that serve the higher good, and that's the biggest thing. From the certain parts of certain communities, they don't know that they just because they deem themselves a witch that they can't actually sit up and actually you know contact their ancestors, but know they're in heaven, looking down, smiling at their little wands and everything else. And I'll never forget that came up in the in one of the spiritual messages. And we're getting ready to wrap up this session. We're going to pick back up on Monday. Let's hear divination, using signs or cards to receive messages. This is for the tarot community. Divination magic, using more than just cards, but also you can use signs or cards. Normally, when you get your synchronicities at the beginning of your journey, you may see a caution sign. You may see a go sign, green go sign. You may see um, no turn here or something of that nature, and several other different things. You may see this, you may see that. Also, you may need to know that you can make your own, of course, cards and things of that nature as you are divinely guided, which a lot of us have channel message decks and things of that nature from the divine heaven and so on and so forth. Excuse me. And then you can receive messages from tarot cards, and also use it for magic, which is taromancy. You can use playing cards, which is cartomancy, and also you can use oracle cards. It's orcomancy, and also, like I said, you can use the divination cards, which have pictures and several other different things on it, to receive messages and proper downloads. Elemental magic, working with earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So that's elemental magic, working with earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. um, when it comes to elemental magic, you do have to have permission for the advanced version of altar workings. But like I said previously, you need to have earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Either can be represented a certain kind of way with a certain form of magic, as long as you focus on the spirit, focus on the spirit aspect. Also, don't forget love, the Holy Spirit, and God. And that's if you're practicing. What you got, normally people put something dealing with love on their altar for their twin flame union and different things of that nature, or for love, or healing family issues, things of that nature. So that normally comes with great progression with altar work. Also, you have your petition work, but each element, and backtrack, each element has to be represented on the altar: earth, air, fire, water, spirit, to really engage in a full practice, whether beginners level, medium level, or advanced, or um, premiumly advanced, or forward advanced. The forms of magic that you have to get permission from, whether you're a beginner's practitioner or not. Also, you have petition magic, writing your will and burning or praying over it. This petition magic is the easiest one. Please teach your children as soon as they are of the age of they can write and draw and journal. I know that my mother used to give us journals at a very young age just to put in our purse for church with a really cute pen. Even the guys of our family, the little boys, they get little journals and sketch and everything else very young. Um, petition, petition magic. You are going to actually write your request, your will, your removal, whatever the case may be, and burn it or pray over it. If you pray over it first before burning it, it is a double blessing. And also, it pushes your petition forward beyond what progress you think it can do, especially at the beginning of your journey. Like, oh, I'm gonna just try this and see if it works. Petition works perfectly, unless it is a ridiculous request, which is actually, God's just gonna say yes or no to it, approve or disapprove, to it. And also, if you're writing to your favorite ancestor, loved one, God, I hate to say the word celestial. and different things of that nature. Also, there's ritual magic, creating spiritual ceremonies. Ritual magic, you do have to be a practitioner, medium level to advanced level. You have to have permission once you do the actual real ritual work, not just the simple stuff you see on TikTok or YouTube or Google somewhere or Facebook. But we're talking about the real actual ceremonies, like the invocation of the ancestors, certain activations to start your twin flame soulmate journey, and also to activate destiny and things of that nature. We're almost done with today's lesson. Basic magical tools. One thing is the altar. Altar is a sacred space to connect with spirit. Also, candles. They represent fire and focus. Herbs and oils are used in many forms of spell work. These 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 really make a really great altar and also helpful aid in practicing magic and doing altar work to actually help heal your bloodline, activate it, advance it, and move it forward this lifetime. Foundation of magic, things you need to know: the master of the art of magic. Crystals store and amplify energy. Wands and staff direct energy. Think pow, pow, pow. Let me see something in particular. For example, those little coffee stirrers at McDonald's. Pow, 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 pow. You can make a practice wand. And like I said, we're gonna do talk about that. We're gonna talk about that this summer. This summer. So next month we're gonna talk more about that. If not, I'll start early later this month if we have time. Also, crystals store and amplify energy. That's why you have to charge them, cleanse them, purify them, and also reactivate if needed. Also, water and salt for purification. Oh, wait. Wands and staff, direct energy. So wands and staffs are very direct and precise when it comes to magic and even representing your ancestors and bloodlines and things of that nature. A lot of you guys are going to be toting wands. A lot of you guys are going to be toting staffs. A lot of you guys are going to be toting certain types of weaponry in a very good way. Also, bowls, cauldrons for um, for burning and mixing. I love my cauldron pot. I love my bowl and my custom bowl, which I was drawing and scribbling and different doing different things for. These particular items here, I love keeping safe and protected away from other people, and you should as well. Um, let's see here, water and salt for purification. Water and salt. This is the easiest trick. You can take a salt bath. You can take a salt bath. You can take a salt bath for purification. Also, incense send intention to the spirit realm. A lot of people know the hidden magic of incense, which I'm going to actually teach that again. I have the videos over on our original Instagram, so goddess underscore complex 777. So goddess underscore complex 777 over on Instagram. You can also take a shortcut by going to our new business Instagram homepage, the Goddess Complex LLC. And go to our reels over on Goddess underscore Complex 777, our original homepage. Go check out all the original cards and coffee and several other different things. Also, you have here, and then that incense represents the air element and earth element and fire. If you're using essential oils, it can sort of represent water element. Just depends on what you're using, and also the intention. So we have here daily magic practice in for morning intentions or affirmations. Have been the biggest thing, especially on you have a work schedule with a spiritual schedule and also altar practice and worship schedule as well in your spiritual doings in your life. Hey, you guys, how are you guys? Also, you have here offering at the altar. Your altar should be always kept with great intention, happiness, and love, and also several other different things to amplify it. It actually gives it gives you a sense of appreciation of your lineage and history and your bloodline and who you are and where you are in your journey. Offerings at the altar are great to connect with God, the Holy Spirit, the spirit realm, other world realm dimension, the star seeds, galactic beings, the angels, and just all tiers of heaven and the universe, along with your ancestors, which are a part of that universe. These particular offerings represent a frequency of great intention that has a benefit to it. Also, journaling and gratitude practice, and also protection rituals or prayers, energy cleansing vows. Journaling or gratitude practice really helps to silence the negative world around us, which is getting greater and greater for a lot of people because they're removing the bad a little bit more on a frequent level. Also, you have journaling or gratitude practice, being appreciative. So writing out your thoughts, especially whether you're going through your shadow phase or your activation phase, or you're going to your other different forms of elevation, or just your different flow of life and of happiness or ups and downs, and just journaling that and capturing that like a time capsule in a journal. Also, gratitude practice. Um, just being appreciative. I used to love this at the beginning, after the dark night of the soul and things of that nature, and even before, just journaling. I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, and it really starts to echo in your life a certain kind of way. Also, protection rituals or prayers. This is a must. This is a must. No matter whether you do simple altar work, set it and forget it, you just pray and things of the nature. You need to learn how to do practice rituals and prayer. And prayer. God wants me to let you know and prayer. And prayer. Just be cautious because people like to record people's prayers to make money and then lose the footage. Also, energy cleansing baths, energy cleansing baths. Biggest thing is a white bath, white vinegar, sea salt, cascarilla, and like I said, you can brew herbs and things of that nature if you need to. You can add white roses to certain things, but that's only for a certain kind. And like I said, also you can add certain herbs and other different things, essential oils to amplifying baths. Also like things with orange and citrus and other different roots and things of the nature to really amplify your cleansing and purification process, which is also mandatory as well. That's here. Keys to spiritual practice and power, grounding and shielding with light. If you cannot understand this concept, you have to call on God in the heavens and the angels to put a shield of white light. This is also a part of the metaphysics community and also working with spirits and things of that nature, especially if you're working with God and the Holy Spirit. To put a circle of white light to shield and protect me. That's also with your angel activation. There's so much more information. And I know like they teach us in the basic like white magic, light magic, or even in the magic and spiritual community. And also especially John the witch community, quote unquote witch community or magicians and things of that nature. But this comes from working with angels. If you work with angels, this comes directly from them. When you need a shield of white light around me, seven folds and more. May the angels stand near me to keep me safe and protected from harm. That goes with every community. Whether you're hoodoo, voodoo, whether you're several other different things, it all flows together. Also, protection herbs, rosemary, sage, and basil, which I have to go to the biggest store to find bay leaves and basil now and rosemary, and I think thyme, especially now, and then maybe sage on the end. Protection herbs, but rosemary, sage, and basil are just a few that are very protective. Also, there's several other additional herbs that you have to learn to use, but rosemary, sage, and basil, cinnamon, bay leaf, the different salts, castorilla, and things are level one of magical herbs and essences that you have to have on deck on storage just to really amplify some things and always find a substitute to them, especially if you live in an area that is not well stocked or well grown for these particular type of herbs. Also, calling on ancestors or gods. This, if you know your spiritual team and rank in a certain type of family bloodline, you know which ancestors to call on. If not, you can call on known and unknown ancestors. Also, your guides are automatically around you, but you can summon them to be around you to help guide you and lead you down the right ways of life. Um, Also, energy field maintenance through spiritual hygiene. Like I said, uh, energy baths, clearing baths, sound baths, chakra attunements, other different things. Also, working out, yoga, meditation, prayer work, other different things to amplify you, and also eating and drinking, fasting. That's the other part. So there's so many other different parts to this particular spiritual journey. Also, spiritual hygiene, burning sage. If you have not burned sage in a while, also breath work thing. It's so much Reiki and other different things to help you maintain. And if you feel like you're being burned out, try something new. Introduce yourself constantly to other different areas because once you get to a certain level, this just sage and incense alone may not help you with your meditation. You may need a sound bowl, other different Reiki tools, and other different things to help you actually elevate and pull your frequency up. And spiritual hygiene, salt bath once or twice a month, a casserole salt bath, or an actual herbal bath with the boiled herbs and other different things, with a little Florida water or something, a little camphor, peppermint oil, lavender, and essential oils and things of that nature. And just doing maintenance on the fact that hey, I need to do this. I need to take my crystal, have crystal time, wear this jewelry, do this meditation, work on this body work, energy work, Reiki, and other different things. What is the most important fuel behind any magical act? Is it fire, belief, tools, or moonlight? Question two. Which moon phase is best for banishing? New moon, full moon, waning moon, waxing moon. Question three. True or false? Tools are more important than intention. Question four. Name one herb used for spiritual protection. Question five. What are the five classical elements used in magic? Is it A, love, light, peace, joy, and fire? B, wood, metal, water, earth, spirit? C, earth, air, fire, water, spirit? Or D, moon, sun, stars, fire, ice? What is a petition in magic? A, spell with wealth. B, letter of intention. C, chant. Or D, candle. Question 7. Which color candle is commonly used for love magic? Is it A, green, B, red, C, yellow, or D, black? Which tool is used to burn offerings or mix potions? Is it A, wand, B, bowl or cauldron, C, book, or D, crystal ball? What is one daily practice that keeps your energy strong? Question 10. Magic without blank is powerless. Make sure you check your answers. Any mistaken or incorrect answers, please go back and restudy this particular lesson and also do your extended research for your spiritual grimoires or spiritual notebooks. So thank you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So this is the foundations magic. We're going to go over this again in several other continued lessons here. So I thank you for watching today's video, and I love you all.